Today we'll be making basic sleeves for a blouse. To start making basic sleeves for a blouse, these are the measurements. Sleeve length 9.5 inches, sleeve round 11 inches, bicep length 5 inches, which is the distance from the shoulder to the widest part of the arm. Front armhole 11.3 by 8 inches and back armhole 10.5 inches. To begin, we first draw a straight line and mark the sleeve length at 9.5 inches and draw a horizontal guideline. Then we mark the bicep length at 5 inches and draw a horizontal guideline. Then we draw two diagonal lines measuring 11.3 by 8 inches for the front armhole and 10.5 inches for the back armhole. Next, we use a measuring tape and mark the middle point of the back diagonal line. And then we mark a second middle point between the original middle point and the end point. Then we use a ruler and go up by ½ inch from the first middle point. Then we go down by 1/4 inch from the second middle point. Similarly, we use the measuring tape again and mark the first middle point on the diagonal line for the front armhole, and then we mark a second middle point between the first middle point and the end point on the diagonal line. Again, using a ruler, we go up by ½ inch from the first middle point and we go down by ½ inch from the second middle point. Using the French curve, we shape up the armhole. First, we shape the front by placing the French curve with its flat side on the top and the curved structure closer to the bottom. And we make the first curve, then we flip the French curve and do it for the back portion. Next, we use the French curve for the second portion of the curved structure of the armhole and join guideline to guideline to make the second part of the front armhole. We use the French curve again to make the second portion of the back armhole. To finish the sleeve, we mark the sleeve round, which is 11 inches. We mark the center point at 5.5 inches and join it to the upper portion of the sleeve pattern to make the side seams. And finally, the basic sleeve for a blouse is complete.